What is up guys, Cardhawk here, and today I'm here with a Digimon deck profile. Today we'll be going over the EX-07 Lilithmon X-Antibody deck. It's a super fun deck and it's pretty strong now. It's actually Lilithmon with a new support. It's become a really consistent deck with a lot of... It's a headache to play against basically. So without further ado, let's get right into the deck profile. So for the starting Digitamons, we're running 4 of the Chibi Meramon from BT3. So it just helps you filter through your deck a bit as you draw one, discard one upon deletion. And you'll be doing a lot of deleting in this deck, so if you already have a Lilithmon on your board, you can Digivolve into a rookie, push this one out, and then you can use it for pop fodder to end attacks and whatnot. So yeah. For this deck, we're going to go from top to the bottom because the top end is a little bit more important than the bottom end. So we're going with the top end first. So for the level 6s, we are running 4 of the Lilithmon X-Antibody. So you can Digivolve on top of a Lilithmon for 1 cost. And on both players' turns, when this Digimon would leave outside of battle, leave the battle area outside of battle, and you have Lilithmon or X-Antibody in the source, you can delete one other Digimon instead of this one, and she stays in play. So it's a very, very strong effect. Keep in mind, it does not have to be your own Digimon. So if she would leave the field, you can pop one of your opponent's Digimon instead to prevent it from leaving. So yeah, really good. It's a huge upgrade from the old Lilithmon because the old one only prevents, can only pop level 5 and lower. But this one can just pop any Digimon. Very good. And then the second effect is on both players' turn. Whenever another Digimon is deleted, if it is your turn, you can play a level 4 purple Digimon from your trash without paying its cost, and if it's your opponent's turn, they trash the top card of their stack. Pretty bonkers effect. Either way you win, you pop something on your opponent's turn, they have 1 less security, and then you can potentially kill them on their turn. And then if you pop something on your turn, you get another body to delete with later. So overall, she's just really, really good. So 4 Lilithmon X-Antibodies. Next, we are running 3 of the Lilithmon from EX-06. So this Lilithmon is the old boss monster deck, but we didn't really have enough support for a full Lilithmon deck, so I didn't really make a deck profile on her. She was using the 7 Demodes deck, but I think with this new build, she is pretty good. So Lilithmon's ability is on play and on evolution until the end of your opponent's turn. One of your opponent's Digimon gains the effect. Delete this Digimon. And then once per turn, when this Digimon would leave the battle area other than by battle by deleting 1 level 5 or lower Digimon, you can prevent it from leaving. So again, it works on both your and your opponent's Digimon. So if they have a level 5 Digimon, you can pop it instead. So pretty good. And then on your opponent's turn, whenever a other Digimon is deleted, you can trash the top card of your opponent's security stack. Running 1 Tecton copy of the Lilithmon from BT3. So on evolution, if you have 10 or more cards in your trash, you can grab 2 option cards back to your hand. And then the other ability is whenever you use an option card, you gain 2 memory. So the reason we're running 1 copy of the old Lilithmon is because we are actually running quite a few options in this deck. So if your opponent is turtling and not playing any Digimon on the board, you can kind of Digivolve into this instead to do some other plays. So if you need to recover some of your options, you can with this. And mainly you're going to be recovering your consistency boosters, so your trainings and your memory boosts. And pretty much, if you use a memory boost while she's on the board, you get it for free, which is pretty amazing. So if you are stuck and you don't have your combo pieces, you can kind of use her with the training to kind of dig for pieces. And since the delay stays on the board, you're pretty much getting an extra 2 memory to play with next turn when you Digivolve. So 1 copy of the Lilithmon is good. I was running 2 before. 2 is too many in my opinion. I think 1 is the perfect amount. You can run 1 to 0. If you want on 4 of the Lilithmon from EX-06, you can. But having 1 of the Lilithmon just gives you a little bit more options to play around with. No pun intended. So yeah, running 1 of the Lilithmon. And we're running one of the Digimon. So this is just to go against decks that go wide. And it is a purple card, so it is searchable with your consistency boosters. So pretty good for that. Next, for level 5s, we are running 4 of the Lady Digimon X-Antibody. So on play on evolution, one of your opponent's Digimon gains the effect. After the end of the attack, delete this Digimon. And then if this card has X-Antibody or Lady Digimon in its traits, you can play a token, and the token gets has blocker as well as retaliation. So it's a pretty strong card. We are not running any Lady Digimon in this deck though, so the only way you'll be able to get the token is by using the X-Antibody, which is fine because we are running quite a few. So yeah, and then the inherent ability is on your opponent's turn, if one of the Digimon is deleted, then you can play a level 4 or lower Digimon from your trash, purple Digimon from your trash without paying its cost. So this card's pretty bonkers. I think if we get a new, better Lady Digimon, should be even better. But right now we are playing the Bastmon. Bastmon is pretty good as well. Basically both of these, their purpose is to help you spawn a Digimon on the board that you can use as fodder on your opponent's turn. So this one spawns a token which you can use either use as blocker or you can use as pop fodder for your opponent. And then for the Bastmon, she has Scapegoat, which is an ability where if this Digimon would be deleted other than by your own effects, you can pop one of the Digimon instead to prevent the destruction. And then on evolution, you can play a level 3 Digimon from your trash without paying its cost. So instead of playing a token, she lets you play a level 3 Digimon from your trash, which is not horrible. And the inherent ability is the same. Whenever a Digimon is deleted on your opponent's side of the field, you can play a level 4 lower Digimon from your trash, purple Digimon from your trash without paying its cost. So they're both really strong. I wish this was a Lady Digimon, but that's fine. Bastmon is still good. Next, let's move on to the level 4s. So running 4 of the Witchmon. So this is the EX-06 Witchmon. On playing on evolution, you can trash a card from your hand, and then until the end of the opponent's turn, one of the Digimon gains when this card attacks. Sorry, at the end of attack, delete this Digimon. So keep in mind, this is an effect given to the opponent's Digimon. So when it's deleted by its own effect. So yeah, it'll bypass effects that you delete them. So they're pretty much deleting themselves. So pretty good. And then on the inherit is whenever a opponent's Digimon attacks, by deleting one of your Digimon, you can end that attack. So it's pretty good. They kind of combo each other. Your opponent, if they're attacking, you can delete one of their stuff so you end the attack. But since they attacked and the attack ended, it still gets deleted. So you're pretty much telling your opponent not to attack. So it's really, really good. Yeah, it's quite strong. Next, we are running 4 of the Black Gatomon. So on play on evolution, you can discard a card from your hand, and then until end of the opponent's turn, one of your Digimon gains blocker and retaliation. So both of these are really good. So you give herself the blocker and retaliation if you want. And then the inherit skill is the same when your opponent's attacking. When your opponent attacks, you can delete one of your Digimon to end the attack. So pretty much the whole line, their inherit effects are pretty much the same. They're mirror their same levels, so the level 4s are the same, the level 5s are the same. So consistency wise, you're going to get your inherits off pretty frequently. Next, we're running 4 of the Tsukaimon from EX-07. So look at the top 3 cards of your deck. You can grab a card that mentions Lilithmon in its name or has Lilithmon in its text and add to your hand, and then you can also discard a purple card and put the rest at the bottom. So it's really good at setting up your board as well as your trash. So very nice. and then her ability is just to end attack by deleting one of your other Digimon. And we're also running one of the, 4 of the Tsukaimons from EX-06. So on deletion, you can pop a level 3, so this is really good at getting rid of floodgates. And same inherent effect to just delete one of your Digimon to end the attack. So this is one of your main targets for playing from trash if your opponent has floodgates, and if you're trying to build up your trash or look for Lilithmons, this Tsukaimon is the main one. So you got pretty good rookies to work with. And we're also running 4 of the Ignite-mon from BT11. So on attack, you can pop one of your Digimon to delete one of everyone's active Digimon with a level same or lower than that. And then the inherent ability is on both players' turns. Whenever a Digimon is played by an effect, you can gain 1 memory. So this works really well with the whole deck, and that's why we're running 4. So there's that. And next, let's move on to the rest of the deck. So as you can see, we're not actually running that many level 4s, but that's okay because we are running a lot of consistency boosters, and I was trying out some other level 4s, but they didn't really work with the deck that well. So I decided to just cut those level 4s out in order to run more memory boosts and trainings. So let's move on to Tamers first. So we're running 2 Yamatos. We are discarding quite a few in this deck, so running the Yamato to just get some extra memory to play around with. Pretty good. We're running 3 of the new Lilithmon X-Antibody option card. So this effect is, from your trash, if you Digivolve into Lilithmon X-Antibody, you can put this card to the bottom of your deck and activate the main skill. The main skill is, until the end of your opponent's turn, all of their Digimon gains the effect at the end of the turn. Delete 1 Digimon. So this is really good. If they're going wide, they're pretty much gonna be left with 1 Digimon left. If they're playing a tower deck, they're pretty much forced to play another Digimon on the board in order for the Digimon to stay on the board, because they can even after you use this effect, they can pretty much keep 1 Digimon on the board as long as they have 2. If they only have 1 Digimon on the board, it's gone. So yeah, basically how you choose if you have multiple Digimon on board is you choose until you have 2 left, and then you just use the one that you want to keep to delete the other one that you don't want. So yeah, it's pretty good because it is delete 1 Digimon, it's not delete itself. So there's ways to play around it, but for the most part it's pretty good, especially since most of the time you'll be using this option for free. So you can run 4 if you want. I might bump this up to 4, but right now I'm quite happy with 3. But there is a card that you can cut out for the 4th one if you want. We are running 3 of the Wisdom training. We are running 2 purple memory boosts or violet memory boosts. And we are running 3 of the X-Antibody protoform. So if you don't want to run 3 protoforms, you can cut this one out for extra option. So, but I think running the protoforms just help increase the consistency to get your Lilithmon as well as your Lady Debumon's effects, full effects. So I'm running 3 for that reason. But that's pretty much it for this deck for you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. This is a really, really fun deck to play, and it gives my opponents headaches whenever they play against it. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this deck for you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys want to support the channel, use the links down below. But yeah, this is Kartaku, and I'll see you guys next time.